All righty. You ready, bro?
Yeah.
All right. Peace and love. What's going on? It's Trey.
And then Scott checking biking is Stizzy.
Welcome back to the Brochillians podcast. Remind me, is it 102?
102 of them guys. Yes,
102,
sir.
episode 102. We definitely want to shout out the first timers
The last timers
and the in-betweeners.
for coming bike again week after week, man. Showing much love however y'all do it, whether that's liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, turning that post notification bell on, you know what I'm saying? Because we are on YouTube. We fuck with it. However you do, give it up, man.
And if Scott sounds like a cyborg, it's because we're doing this podcast via Zoom.
Yeah. I'm at a little.
You want to tell the people what's going on, bro?
I mean, I'm playing. Nigga got the vid, bro. King's got the vid out here. And you know what I'm saying? I'm well. I'm good. Obviously, I'm not well, but you know what I'm saying? Like physically, I'm fine. It's just a couple of days ago, I was feeling a little lightheaded, so I just decided to go get tested and whatnot. And lo and behold, man, and I don't know how, because I don't really go nowhere.
COVID doesn't discriminate.
No, it definitely doesn't. But yeah, man. So we had a little distance tonight. You know what I'm saying? Doing a little Zoom call. We're not gonna miss one. We definitely not gonna miss.
Not gonna miss. Come on, we not gonna miss a week. That's impossible. But yeah, bro. Like, are you feeling well and everything? Because I remember when you texted me or when you put it in the group chat, I was like, "Yo, like that's crazy." And of course, the first thing I did, I immediately got tested. I got tested twice this past week, and I've tested negative both times. So it's really eerie on how it works and who it picks and chooses and how. I don't know. I'm just tired of this whole COVID thing. I think everybody's tired at this point.
Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? Just I guess I won't even say unnecessary, but just ill-timely kind of thing, because you never know when it will happen. And for me, my symptoms weren't like any of, you know what I'm saying, the symptoms that everyone speaks on. I still have my taste. I still have, you know what I'm saying, like I don't have a cough. I'm not really feeling ill. It was, like I said, it was just a little headache, and I was feeling a little lightheaded. And I just got my test results back, you know what I'm saying, and is what it is.
That boy was outside being mixy. That's all right.
Oh no, sir. That's a cap. Go ahead and take yours out, bro. That was a cap. I really don't know how I got it, because like I said, all I do is go to work, or I'm with y'all, or I'm at the crib now, because you know what I'm saying, single skies in the building. So
hey, you lucky I don't have the buttons in front of me.
Oh yes, sir. See, yes.
Oh man, that's crazy. So you announcing the single?
I mean, yeah, I've done my I guess my process. I think every time I'm like out of a relationship.
Listen, don't try to make it sound eloquent. You single, bro. We just gonna
but nah, I've done my process to where, you know what I'm saying, I've gotten my mind right. I've done my dealings with it, and I've come to terms with whatever, you know what I'm saying, had happened. So I mean, I'm good. I had nothing but time to think and, get in my bag. So
word.
Yeah, I'm good though, man. How's your mental? How's your heart, King?
I'm not gonna lie. I came in here a bit exhausted. I took a 2 or 3 day hiatus off of social media, and every time me and you on FaceTime, I always say get off of Instagram. Like that's my always inside joke to you. It's for a reason, bro. It's for a reason. I feel like as of late, just as people, we've been exhausted with death. It's like every other week we're losing a king, a queen, or the police brutality stuff is still going on, unfortunately. It's tiring, and I'm frustrated to keep seeing this on my timeline every other day. And yeah, you got to find other ways to remain positive, if that makes sense, because
no doubt,
psychologically getting on social media the first thing that you wake up to, or you check on the middle of the day, negativity sells. So that's what everybody wants to see for the most part. So yeah, I had to take a little break off of social media, and I'm trying to continue the streak after we promo and post the new episode 102 is available. I'm just trying to disappear for a little bit.
I feel you. Psychological warfare is definitely a big thing out here. Because it's all that we see from every angle and every aspect of life for real. Because everything is digital. So I definitely hear you. And just taking that time out to actually, free your mind up from shit like that, as you do constantly remind me. And I do appreciate you for that shit for real, because it is helpful as hell. Because you know what I'm saying? I have nothing but time on my hands now. So niggas is chilling, and all I can really do is, after I get tired of watching TV, it's like I'm on my phone.
I call it doom scrolling, because we're scrolling. Instagram is a menu. You're gonna see tweets, you're gonna see sneakers, you're gonna see a nice place, Airbnb that you may want to go to. You're gonna see whatever clothes somebody's selling. It's a menu.
Everybody outside, you're gonna see everybody getting their shit off, drinking, out and about, all that good shit. And I think that's pretty much what's catching me up too, because it's so damn beautiful outside now too.
Yeah, today was
Everybody
81 degrees. It hasn't been 81 in a minute.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fuck, I want to be outside, but it's all good though. 'Cause after I get cleaned up, after you know what I'm saying, I get this monkey off my back, we're gonna be right. I'm gonna be back over there with y'all boys. It feels weird being out, and it feels weird as hell not being on that couch right now.
It does, bro, for sure. But you here in spirit. That's all that matters. That's all.
No doubt.
Yeah, sure. I guess since we're opening up the pod, talking about, just frustration and exhaustion of, recent deaths and everything. Did you see like the DMX ceremony and how everybody was talking about it on the timeline?
Yeah, I watched part of it. And I saw, you know what I'm saying, all the tweets and everything about it. First, I do want to say, like, you know what I'm saying, rest in paradise, but his casket is actually clean. That shit's hard. I never seen a fire casket before. But not.
Was it? It was like a monster truck that his casket was being driven around in too, and it was a whole bunch of motorcycles through the city of, was it Brooklyn? Yonkers. Okay, Yonkers.
That's pretty from probably most likely Yonkers. Yeah. But no, it's definitely an eerie feeling to have lost a legend like that. But hey, I mean,
I know we also lost Shock G. Past 57. So yeah, rest in peace to that king as well.
Ain't no more satin in their panties. Damn, that shit sucks. Like, it's a, you know what I'm saying, it's a funny thing, but at the same time, it's not. You know what I'm saying, losing a legend like that too. Excuse me, does it does, you know what I'm saying, shock the earth. But it is something we should definitely keep on praying about, because all this death is like, you know what I'm saying, more and more it's like desensitizing people to, you know what I'm saying, everything that's going on. So,
and then again, I hate to go on this rampage of, these different paths, but we just have to catch up to date. I'm not sure if you heard about the Kentucky basketball star, Terrence Clark. He passed away at 19 in a car accident in Cali.
Yeah,
it was so devastating, because I don't know what to say to it. Like, he's planning on going to the NBA to chase his dreams, and this happens. This tragically happens. I don't know. I'm lost for words on what to say to that. And on top of that, his best friend was in the car behind him. I think BJ Boston, that's his name. So yeah, it's sad, bro.
Yeah, man. It's a dark place to be. And every week I feel like we come on here with a new body. And it sucks. It really does. And all I can really say to it is, you know what I'm saying, with like certain things, you know what I'm saying, that happens in life you can't really avoid. You know what I'm saying? People pass on whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever account. But all I can really do is continue to preach, you know what I'm saying, moving with purpose. And definitely, just knowing where you are, knowing, you know what I'm saying, how you are, and just, you know what I'm saying, being vigilant for sure.
And if you know the true value of death, that will make you, courageous as a person. So again, if you want to travel the world, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, talk to individuals you may have not gotten a chance to, like, do that now. Do all that stuff now, because, you know what I'm saying, when you gone, you're not gonna be able to do any of that. So yeah, bro.
I think one of my gyms for this week, I was kind of having this conversation earlier, one of my girlfriends too, and I was just telling her, you know what I'm saying, like, you can't, like, yes, you get down in things about things that happen in life, but at the same time, you kind of have to remember the grand scheme and just kind of focalize the fact that what is already meant for you, or, you know what I'm saying, what is meant for you is already yours. And you just kind of have to, you know what I'm saying, move with that in life, because without, you know what I'm saying, some kind of, I guess, pinnacle, like, principle in your mind, you won't have anything that, like, guide you forward, except faith, which you should have. But those two things, is that realization is something that can definitely help you, you know what I'm saying, continue to push forward in all this darkness that's surrounding us, especially us Black people.
Got you. Kind of shifting gears here. Let's move to, I guess, some positive light, or just switch up all this death.
Yes,
We can get into some hippity hop and some R&B if you want to.
let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, wait. All I've been doing is listening to music all day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, during quarantine, that is all, I'm saying, you can do.
Bro, I got my Sage right here. I had my playlist pulled up. I had the sun shining through because that's all I could really get.
And we were having this conversation before we started the pod, but I'm just letting you know, I'm taking Snow Allegra over Georgia Smith any and each and every day.
Listen, so, that's completely okay with you because that's subjective. All I'm saying is that mountain, be it cold and be it icy up that motherfucker, I'm still up there with Georgia. That's cool.
You freezing your ass off. You gonna get pneumonia.
The song that she dropped, I'm in the crib with my scarf on, cooling, vibes, candles lit, all that shit, stage burning. Like, you can't beat it. I'm sorry, you just can't. It's what it is. But
I haven't listened to it yet. I haven't gotten the opportunity to. I've been on my old vibes for the most part. I've been listening to actually, let me see real quick. Actually, I've been listening to a lot of Lauryn Hill, Noriega, A. Marie, of course, old Kanye. That's been on my old school vibes, and I know
you said old Kanye. You can't skip
by
that. You can't skip by that because you're not a Kanye fan like that. Come on.
I mean, but you can't negate the greatness of those first 3 to 4 albums that he dropped.
Of course, you can never negate it.
And Kanye, actually, speaking of Kanye, he did do something that was dope too. He raised $1 million for DMX's family or his estate, something like that. It was a partnership with Balenciaga, a shirt. Like, all the donations went to DMX's family.
Yeah, I'm mad at that. What's your favorite? Excuse me. What's your favorite Kanye? 808s and Heartbreaks? Oh no, My Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's what it is.
Nah. Honestly, let me see. That's tough. College Dropout or Late Registration. Between.
Okay, I'm not mad at it.
But long story short, yeah, I haven't really listened to anything new. I did have the opportunity to listen to Thugs. I know we was talking about that last week. Young Thug's compilation album. It actually wasn't bad, bro. Like, you made it seem like
the whole thing.
Huh?
Did you finish the whole album?
I did.
And you telling me, you like straight up, you telling me that how many songs was it before the deluxe drop? Like 20, like
I'm
21?
not sure, but if you're including the deluxe, I think it's like 31 songs. I remember that number.
Yeah, it is. So that whole thing, you telling me you going through without a problem, like you chilling.
So that's the point I'm getting to. So as an entirety, I think I'm going back to maybe 13 songs. 13 is a good number. I feel like that's almost half the album. I'm not mad at, it's a compilation of various artists, whether that be Gunna, Drake, Key. It's everybody on there. I wasn't mad at it. I think it has the records. It has, the club records, of course, the one with Drake. It's various ones with Gunna. It has those. It has the car music. It has. It didn't have any slow songs. That was my only takeaway from it. It didn't have like a song that can be, I guess, vibey when you with a shorty.
I'm gonna argue that. I don't agree because there are a couple that I can say are like not slow songs, but
that's what I mean. Like an R&B bag.
Let me see. So does this not count as R&B bag? I'm not gonna play too much of it because I'm saying YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Fam, I'm not going to that song.
I mean, you might not, but I'm saying a shorty might. I feel like that's the kind of like slow bag that maybe a shorty would be into. I knew you weren't going to rock with it too much. But I counted. I'm going back to that one.
Either way, out of 31, I'm giving it 13 songs, and that's almost about half the project. The way you were like presenting it to me, you were saying like it was a poor man's Dreamville compilation album, and so I went into it with the expectations of it wasn't gonna be great.
I
And
mean,
it
are
was
you still
pretty
checking?
good.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
Are you still checking for all the features on there? Like after listening to them?
Like, what do you mean, like moving forward?
No, I'm saying like since you listened to the whole thing, like have like everybody that's from Slime, excuse me, YSL on there, outside of Gunna, outside of Baby, outside of Drake, like the ones that you weren't really familiar on, are you checking for those songs?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it some more time. I don't know. I'm still standing on my
You
point.
do that because last week you said, nah, listen to the whole album. I already know how you gonna do da da da. I came in here, gave you my entire review, and then you're saying, oh nah, we gotta see let time pass. Like, nah, I just gave
you don't even have to see it. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like a cap. I just feel like a cap.
I have nothing to cap about.
I mean, I'm still either way. That's your opinion. Excuse me.
Let me see. I know that Young Dolph and Key Glock, their album dropped too. I didn't listen to that. That was the first song on there called, I think, Penguin. Slaps. I ran it back like 5 different times in the car. I was like, yo, the rest of the album don't even matter. It's just this first song, the intro. It slaps.
But you'll fuck with the rest of the album though, because I've been on that whole album too. That shit slap. I'm not gonna cap.
And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm a rigorous Young Dolph fan because I'm selective. You know, I'm really selective with my music, and I definitely like a few Dolph records here and there. But and hasn't he said like plenty of times that he's gonna retire? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did it go out a little bit?
No, I was saying like, didn't you hear Dolph say a few times that he was gonna retire? Like this will be his last project. He's gonna retire.
It's been a couple times because it was, I think, before the joint album with him and
Key Glock.
Oh, it's called Dumber and Dumber. I can't remember who was on it, but Key Glock. Yeah, Key Glock. I think he announced that then before that album dropped that he was retiring. So I don't know,
but either way, like I like some Dolph songs here and there, and I have a few singles in my playlist that are him specifically. But I'm a gander at the whole entire project and give, I guess, a full review. It's just so much music coming out, each and every day. It's just hard to keep up.
Do you care about Moneybag's album? I don't know if you've even touched it or are going to.
I've listened to a couple different songs. To answer your question, I do care about it. I think Moneybag is a great artist actually, and he makes great albums. I haven't gotten the opportunity to listen to every single song because, again, the song is 22 tracks.
Yeah,
I did hear the intro. I heard. Let me see. Just Say That. I heard Go. Waukesha. I don't know if that's.
I guess.
The song was actually hard.
Nah, it is.
If Pain Was a Person. That's my favorite track on there so far. If Pain Was a Person.
If Pain Was a Person. Okay. I'm not mad. Another one. I don't know if you've heard, but I know it's your bag. The her joint with Chris Brown.
Now I heard her and Breezy.
Yeah, I already know.
Also be Uncivilized.
How you feeling?
I enjoyed it. Anything, and this is not their first time working together.
No.
So their collaborations, when they get together on projects, it's elusive. It's undefeated. It's unmatched. You can never. They're never taking the L so far up until this point. They've made a good 4 or 5 records together, and I fool all 5.
Would you take a her and a Drake album, or would you take a her and Chris Brown album? Right now, too, like beginning of summer type vibes.
I'm gonna say her and Breezy. I'm an R&B head, so first and foremost, my heart is gonna go wherever R&B, whatever that sound is. I know Drake can get into an R&B sound bag, but Chris Brown is an R&B artist.
I'm not mad at it. Okay.
So that's my selection on that. Now, I don't know if you've seen that picture on Instagram with Chris Brown and Drake together.
Yeah.
We need a project from them too.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
It's like 8 songs. It would be a smoothie. Like
that would be distant. I'm not mad. I did see the picture. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it's not just for the words. But we're gonna see.
Because if you
It's a
look back at it, looking back at it, No Guidance, that was just something. I'm not gonna say something to put out because the record was dope. You know, it sold a whole bunch, it streamed out the roof.
yeah,
But that was like their makeup. That was their
yeah.
makeup to the public. Like, okay, we're gonna make a song together. And then you know, Drake dropped what's that, Dark Demo Lane tape or whatever. And he had Chris Brown, the small vocals that he did on that song. That's only a sneak peek of what they really can do in the studio together when they lock in.
It's a couple collab joints that I need for real, still to this day that I'm not giving up on. Like I know they're far fetched, and I know like everybody's like, yeah, that shit dead, but like I still need a Kendrick and Cole.
That's not happening.
You can say that, but I'm never giving
No,
up.
I'm not. It's not even me. I think somebody from TDE came out and said that rumor is like false. Like that's not happening.
Listen, I'm not gonna give up. I can't.
Kendrick doesn't even put out music anymore. Like I gave up. Like I gave up years ago. Damn, was what?
Some reason that he not come out of retirement.
Huh?
It's gonna be some reason that he come out of retirement. It's gonna be some reason.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I don't think he's done forever with the game, but I mean, if I'm judging off his bodies of work now, Damn came out in what, 2016, 2017? That's 5 years ago. 5 years ago. I know Kendrick has some impeccable records in that vault of his, but it's just a matter of when are you going to drop, and people are not going to wait forever on Kendrick. You have that core base that will, but for some people, like they've already moved on past Kendrick. You think about now, we don't have any lyricists from this new generation that we're crowning king. We don't have anybody.
I mean, I don't really listen to a lot of people from this new generation, if we being honest. Like once like everybody from our generation, like the greats from our generation turn like 40, 50, and they slow down in their music, I'm gonna just be listening to oldies. Like I'm gonna just be listening to.
But King is getting there, you know. Like if we're looking at now, like Drake is what, 33, 34, 6 years, 6 years away is not that far.
No, that shit is really scary. The shit's really scary because music, the way it's going now, bro, like what it's turning into, I'm not here for it. I'm sorry, I'm just not here for it. Like I could never like really sit down and get into like a Lil Got It or like a I can't even remember like a lot of these dudes' names, to be honest. And a lot of them I just don't even know that they exist just because it's not like my like bag. It's not my Serato.
I think now these newer acts, they care about clout and they care about convoluting themselves in nonsense before the music, which is, you know, if you talk about our generation, the Drakes, the Kendricks, the Coles, they were caring about the quality of their music and putting it out. And even before that, you know, artists, the Jay-Z's, the Nas's of the world, all of them, they cared about what the final product sounded like. Versus now, it's like, you know, I'm gonna get on the record, 2-minute freestyle, and put it out. If it's hard, it's hard. It'll go on TikTok. It'll be a trend for 3 weeks, and that's the new generation.
Yeah, and the thing is too, I feel like a lot of our generation and the generation before us, like the old schools that we listen to, I think the point of like the industry then was to get out of the hood shit, like get out of the gangster shit, like all the killings and all that street shit or whatever, like the drugs and all that shit. The aim was to use this music shit to get out of it. Nowadays, I feel like it's more so the opposite. Like the younger guys, the younger musicians now, they're like, you know what I'm saying, we taking this shit that we doing, you know what I'm saying, and we popularizing it. We making it trend and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just not, one, it's not the way to go just because, you know what I'm saying, it's the wrong message to send to your audience, be it younger or older. And two, it's just like, bro, with everything going on in the world now, why, you know what I'm saying, emphasize shit like that? Like, why, you know what I'm saying? And it sucks to.
You're saying why emphasize like murdering and violence in your music?
Yeah, like I know, like, you know what I'm saying, that's your
well, I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't mean to interject, but to answer that question, that's what sells. That's what's always sold from as far as the 80s till now. You look at groups like NWA, and you look at, you know, rappers today. That's always been what sells. And we're not gonna sit here and pretend like hip hop is not, you know, founded on violence, founded on drugs, founded on our culture.
But let me stop you, because I think it's a difference in connotation, because when you mention NWA, it's like they screaming fuck the police because you know what I'm saying. It's oppression and it's
well, no, that's
shit
one
going on
record.
in the
No,
world.
no, 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 no. I'm not talking about that record because it's other records they've had and talked about some gang shit.
Oh yeah, of course. And like I'm saying, like that's you know what I'm saying, that's your environment, that's your surroundings to an extent. And I get that, but at the same time, it's like at a certain point, like you can't I don't even know, like I'm blanking on the word right now, but the opposite of vilified. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You
well,
can't
that's most artists. They're talking about their story. They're talking about their struggle. They're talking about what's going on in their day by day basis. So I don't fault them by making the music. Is what's the sticker part is, I guess us as fans, like we champion it. We love these horrific songs with all these crazy and eerie lyrics. And once the artist pass, well, they damn sorry, we're all sad and upset about it, but we're still jamming out to the music. And all these music execs and corporations, they're eating off of it.
of course, no, of course. And you can't now I'm not saying like, you know what I'm saying, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm faulting them for, you know what I'm saying, preaching about what their environment is and how they come up, because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We may not be rappers, but we talk about where we come from and what we've experienced. And that's just what it is. But at a point, it just like when do we make that turn into something positive and actually try to make light and change the, I guess, the not even stereotype but
just the stigma. No, I that now that has validity to it. And again, it's a balance because we hear those street records, and at the same time, at least at one point in time, we did hear the Coles that came out or the Joey Badasses. People that are just in a completely different lane that don't talk about quote unquote violence and gang and street stuff.
yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. But I mean, as far as other music that came out, I didn't listen to Michigan Boat Boy by Lil Yachty, and I did hear the Corday.
Right.
Corday is in his Birkin.
Is he?
Yes. It's four song EP. I forget. It's something along the lines of "This is until the album." It's some kind of EP name that, but bro, he said something along the lines of, my shorty is a tennis star, and y'all just dating hoes. Look at there, like he's in his bag. Corday
is nice. She's nice as fuck.
She is.
I haven't
she's the best tennis player in the world. She just beat Serena, what, a month ago?
Yeah, for like the
Naomi Osaka. Let's say her name.
Right. But yeah, I haven't got a chance to listen to that. I'm still, it's a lot of music, like you said. But I will, because I am a Corday fan too. More of a Corday fan than when he was with YBN. But
and it's called Just Until. Okay. And on the cover it says "See you soon. Album almost done. Corday."
Got you. Okay, cool.
The intro with Q-Tip is fire. Dream in Color. The third song is with Thug. That was an interesting feature. I didn't expect those two to collab together. But you should definitely listen to it, King. I fool with it.
I'm gonna get into it. I'm not gonna cap. I've been listening a lot. Like that Conway album has been on replay. I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
You've been mentioning Conway to me a lot within these past couple of weeks.
Bro.
And I didn't know what album you were talking about until I was going through my library. I'm like, oh, this is what he's talking about. I have this.
Bro, that shit, when I say like it's so many double entendres in that bitch, I can really just sit there and like, yo, this man is really spitting for real. And I didn't even know, like I knew, but I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, how detrimental these bars are. And they all go crazy. Like Benny is a monster. Conway is a monster too, bro. All of them. But yeah, that's what I've been stuck on for the past couple of weeks.
And I'm considering Conway as the generation before, not the current generation.
Oh yeah, you have to. Hell yeah.
So again, it scares me when I look up and try to find who's going to be the future or who's going to quote unquote drive the train of this new music sound in the next couple of years. Because once Drake stops putting out at a rapid pace, once Cole says, okay, I'm really done with the game, and Kendrick, like you said, Kendrick hasn't came out in years, so we'll never know when his album comes out until the day it comes out. So who are we looking at?
So let's look at it like this. Why you say that? Let's look at it like this. All those camps that you mentioned, the people that are like, let's name the people that are under them. So let's say like let's start
Wale
with
too. Wale, because Wale doesn't get his
yeah.
flowers in this conversation.
Oh,
Wale.
now I give Wale flowers. Come on, I cape for Wale. That's my guy for sure. But like let's say like we start naming the people in these camps. Like let's say Dreamville camp. You know what I mean? You have people like Ari Lennox, you got people like Kaj, you got people like you know what I'm saying, JID, and just like everybody in that camp. And then who else did you mention? You mentioned
I said Drake. That's technically, and Drake has artists on his label, but they're not gonna be respectfully.
You said they're not running the future?
Respectfully.
Okay.
Party Next Door, at the end of the day, he's a writer.
Right.
Who else does he have? Roy Woods. And not saying none of these artists don't put out great quality music. It's just people don't get behind them or champion them enough to the volumes that we did these other artists.
No doubt. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong too. The one that you don't like, the Monster Voice. I think he signed to. I think he signed.
Jivion. What's his name?
Yeah, Jivion. I think he signed to OVO too. I'm not sure.
Nah, he's not the leader of the R&B. Sorry.
Okay, so do you think anybody from Dreamville is running the show next after Cole stepped down? No.
And it's not. And again, this is not a knock on them as artists because they're all unique in their own way. I'm not saying the music quality is poor. I'm not saying that at all. When I look at the culture, when we look at social media, who are people talking about? Like up until this point, Boosie is still relevant today. He's came out 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We're still talking about artists from way back versus recent acts.
No, that's facts. It is a worrisome conversation to have.
And even the quote unquote mumble rap, I'm still counting Uzi, Playboi Carti. I'm still putting them in our generation. I don't consider it this new age generation because they were making music back in 2012, 2014. They were making music.
Okay, but how old are they though? Like the Uzis, the Travis Scotts, the not even. I won't even count Future. No, I'll count Future.
Nah, Future got down about 40.
Nah, okay, so we're not gonna count Future. Okay, like the Thugs, the Uzis, the Scotts. I think they're like
Uzi is 26.
Okay.
Let's look at Playboi Carti.
He could be a count. He you know what I'm saying? He could be a credit to the future.
Playboi is 24.
I don't want to count Playboi because I haven't really been really crazy about the music he's been dropping lately.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That the last album that he put out, I haven't. It's only been like 5 songs. It wasn't it.
It's not. He's not for me at all. But
I think my review when it first came out, I said it was actually smooth. I haven't went back to it. You could call it moonwalking. I'm just being honest. I'm calling it spade a spade.
I'm not mad at it. Now I love it when you get on here and walk your shit back. I do.
I don't even think it's walking it back. It's just that moment of clarity. Just that moment of being honest.
All right, look, you can call it that, King. I feel it.
No, but again, so you can't have second opinions or second thoughts on, I don't know, whatever your prediction is on something or take is.
Listen, you definitely can because I've done it before. So I'm not even gonna do that to you. You definitely can.
Would you tell me your worst take on the podcast is out of 100?
We're not even about to do that. We're not even about to go back. Like, because if that's the case, then we can have this conversation.
Let's have it.
I swear, somewhere around here, I have a list of your worst takes. So
so you've been keeping track.
Because you keep track, yes. Because you keep track. So I have to. I gotta be ready.
Did we see let me see what else is important. Did we see Dr.Umar Johnson's interview with the Breakfast Club?
No, I didn't see that. I missed it. I heard about it though.
I seen some of it. And by some, I mean about 15 to 20 minutes. He was on there spitting facts as usual. But you know, us as Black people, we have the tendency to make a mockery of things on social media and things of that nature. And don't get me wrong, like, you know, I've definitely seen all the memes of him and, you know, some outrageous shit he might have said or he may have been a little extra on. But
what do you think was outrageous?
Truth on.
What do you think was outrageous? Like whatever you can remember. Because
I can't give you a point of a thing that he said exactly, I would have to go back and look on social media because
I
it's
got you.
various things that people are just stupid. Internet is a stupid place. Everybody is a donkey, quote unquote, donkey of the day at some point in their career if you're famous. Somebody talking about you on the timeline saying something egregious about you, whether you want it or not.
We're gonna circle back to this then, because when I'm gonna watch it, if not tonight or you know what I'm saying, whenever, because I have all this fucking time on my hands, I'm gonna watch it and we're gonna circle back to it next week.
But he was definitely dropping some gems on there. I think one of the things that he referenced was how us as melanated people, we're damn near like a $2 trillion people, and you can't name nowhere in the entire 50 states of America. You can't name that one Black community where we own the bank, the school system, the grocery store, and did I say school system already?
I can, yeah, you did, but he's wrong. I can name one, only one.
Name one.
It's in Texas. I'll send you the article. It's two Black brothers, two Black kings. They own a bank and they just invested in the school.
They don't own all four. It's not all four. We as the people,
all of them.
Yeah, like as a community, as entire Black people, period. Mm-hmm. Nowhere in the 50 states do we have a community where we own a bank, the bank, the school system, the hospital, and grocery store.
No, yeah, you're right about that, or that I know of.
And it's not me. That's from him. I don't mean to slaughter what he said, but he said something basically along the lines of that, and that made me open my eyes and realize, like, damn, it really just be us.
If there was a community like that, guaranteed I am moving out there for sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm giving me a chunk, so I haven't heard of it yet. So I mean, I don't think he's wrong. I don't know, but
and it's not that Black people don't support each other, because we do. I feel like we do. It's the fact that we don't hold each other accountable when it comes to infrastructures like banks and groceries. Because again, if you're talking about opening up a basketball gym, or if you're talking about opening a strip club, people will go to the moon to get that funded and get that started. But when you talk about in terms of education system, banking, health, and all that stuff, then people throw it to the riverside.
Well, see, I will say too, though, it is like way outside of the scope of support of just Black people supporting Black people, because a lot of that stuff is like structurally taken from us and has been since like the 40s and 50s. Like there are laws and there are systems put in place that tell us these specific zones and these specific like areas and geographic locations in America are not applicable to us when it comes to ownership. And that's just, it's been that way. So I feel like when it comes to that kind of conversation, I always revert back to I guess a Garveyite kind of way of thinking, in terms of, if we want to do something like that, we would really have to throw all this shit away that they have built and create our own government, create our own monies, create our own, laws, and really move that way to be able to actually physically and intellectually own property, and be able to move as a community on our own 2 feet. I don't think that's possible, just because the government will find whatever loophole. They will put in place any kind of bill, any kind of system that revokes access to true ownership, and that's just what it is. It's outside of us at this point, especially being on these grounds.
And to piggyback what you're saying, he was going on points similar to what you were saying about the Marcus Garveys of the world and things like that nature. He was just talking about just different variations of what we can do better as people. He talked about the whole school system, like since kids are learning from home now, and he made a great point. Kids don't learn from computers. Kids learn from people.
Right.
And, he was, going on to say, of course, if the teacher is boring in the classroom, she's going to be extra boring. She's going to be extra boring on the computer. So of course, your student may not, or your child may not do as great as far as, grades and things of that nature from working from home, or not working from home, but doing school from home. And he has some valid points. You have to watch it. I'm gonna watch the entire thing too when we wrap up. But yeah, it was a great interview.
Yeah, because I think too, to touch on another point, it's very apparent more now, because I really haven't heard any of my old heads say, oh, you know what I'm saying, back in my day we did this and this is not what, you know what I'm saying, what y'all doing is you know what I'm saying, easier or whatever. I haven't heard anybody really be on that tip, just because, you know what I'm saying, one, it is very apparent now, since people are at home, that everyone doesn't learn the same. You know what I'm saying? You have to take different tactics to be able to retain information in a certain way and actually learn it and implement it in a way that'll, you know what I'm saying, benefit your life. And that's not, you know what I'm saying, a teacher is going to teach you one way. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. They're gonna tell you to show your work this way, and if you don't do it that way, it's wrong. And that's, you know, not the right way.
Confucius said this: if you plan for 1 year, plant rice. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. If your plan is for 100 years, educate children.
Facts, big facts. That's a gem right there for sure. And you just got to understand that it's, you know what I'm saying, different ways of learning. But I definitely see how now it could possibly be easier for us as a people, as a Black people, to, you know, actually circumvent the globe and put into place our own schooling systems, because
it's time.
Yeah.
Time. And I know he was supposed to build this. I forget the name of the school right now. Forgive me. But he's been working on this program to where he wants to start his own school, his own Black education system, and all this, all that. And he was saying if it was any other race in the world, the school would have been finished. It's the fact that it's us. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to be the driver when it comes to taking initiative and taking accountability for things.
Of course. Let me ask you this: if you had the opportunity to, like, if we were back in that age again, 2015, 2016, would you go to a HBCU?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was thinking that not too long ago, actually, if I were to go to grad school to get like a master's, definitely HBCU.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. That school shit's for the birds, though. I can't even cap.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely beneficial for some people. But for others, yeah, it's BS. It's just literally a sheet of paper.
Yeah, I can learn all that good shit without them tests. What the fuck is homework? I'm sorry. That shit's dead.
Did you see people killing Steve Harvey on Twitter earlier today? He was trending after an old video surfaced where he says men and women cannot have a platonic relationship.
And this has been a debate of mine for a minute with a lot of different people, especially my exes.
But he said, to kind of introduce the article, because I don't have the audio, it says he speaks about the reason why he doesn't have friends who are women. It says that men are always looking for a way to be more than just a friend to an old lady.
And see, that's cap. That's cap. And I understand why he got killed for it, because people like me, I am not going to say I thrive on, you know what I'm saying, friendships with other sexes, but
well, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. I mean, I feel like some of it has some validity to it, but he can't sit there and say men and women don't have platonic relationships. You know what I'm saying? If intentions are clear up front from the beginning and boundaries are set, then it's nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a real friendship there. Now, if you let it carry along and y'all don't have that conversation, then of course it's going to be some vague, it's going to be some gray area. That's why it's important to be upfront and have your feelings to the side and just be like, look, this is what I want from you as a friend, or okay, I want to take it to that next level with you.
What I will say too, though, is you got to know the kind of person that you're dealing with. Because what I will say is I have a couple friends that are women that I haven't had that conversation with, but I have never had sex with. I have never dealt with in a, you know what I'm saying, romantic sense, any kind of way. It's just been strictly, you know what I'm saying, we rocking. And that's just what it is.
I was about to say strictly dickly. Where's my buttons, man?
My bad. But yeah, it just depends on, you know what I'm saying, you knowing who you're dealing with. So some people require that conversation and some people don't. like I said, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of my friends, it's like, we've had to have that conversation just because maybe I was in a relationship at the time and I did have to make those boundaries like verbal instead of, what I'm saying, just kind of filling it out. And if it might go that way, then we'll talk about it then. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. And I've always been the type to kind of like be that transparent, that kind of forthcoming person. Like, look, you might have a problem with it because you might be insecure for whatever reason, but I'm gonna let you know, like, all my friends aren't guys and they will never be. That's just what it is. And you got to respect the kind of person that I am to actually trust that what I say is what it is. Because pussy ain't
mad, bro. People are fake mad because this was said, I don't know, maybe a year, 2, 3 years ago. And of course, I don't know who. I feel like it's a dedicated group of people who dig up old stuff on these celebrities and people. They dig them up and say, okay, today we're going to cancel Steve Harvey. Tomorrow's going to be LeBron. The next day is going to be the Brochillians. Like every day is dedicated to somebody being canceled on the timeline. And it's annoying at, some point. It's been annoying because, again, do people really care about this? Not really. They're talking about it now. In 24 hours is not going to trend. People are going to forget about it. And at the end of the day, it's Steve Harvey. People are going to love Steve Harvey.
I think people are tripping about it now just because the summer is about to start. And it is that time where people are getting in and getting out of relationships for whatever reasons. And Huh? But I think it is something that people they're gonna troll about, they're gonna talk their shit about just because it's something for them to argue about. It's something for them to talk shit to their girls about, put you in the girl group chat, whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hot outside.
Oh, the girl group chat is so sacred, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, that's a scary place to be.
That's a scary place. Anytime you start talking to a shorty or y'all going through it, best believe your ass is in the group chat and they lighting you up.
Oh yeah. And you have to know that first time that you get shorty back at the crib, yo, you have to go crazy. The next morning, you're gonna either get a bitch with 3 eyes or you're gonna get a bitch with 1 eye in the group chat. And they gonna know, oh, this nigga was weak. They gonna know off rip. So fellas, please be safe out here and try not to end up in the girl group chat looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm in a couple of guy group chats with you, and it gets toxic in there. But I feel like with women, not trying to be misogynistic, but I feel like they take it to a whole nother level when it comes to us.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so tell me this, though. Do you think Drake was right? Do women talk more? I mean, do men talk more than I don't want to call them bitches, but the line. Who talks more?
What song was that? That was on Nothing Was the Same. Niggas talk more than bitches these days.
And I ain't want to call them that, but tell me who you think gets they shit off more in the group chat, guys or girls?
And I wasn't calling my females that. I just recited them.
We know. Yeah,
I think so. I feel like a lot of men are suckers now. Fact. That's a fact. And if you feel offended by that, I'm calling your ass out because
yes, sir.
A lot of men are very sensitive than before. For one, everybody's sensitive than before. And
you hear my gunshots?
Oh, now you pull up the soundboard. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like men now they're chatty patties. They talk just as much as women do, quote unquote, when they gossip. It's the same thing. I think we lost Scott, can you hear me? I don't know where he went. The pod almost done. We only got like a couple minutes left. I'm trying to find him. It just says he not here.
Hear me? All right, I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, we back. No, I was just saying pretty much men are chatty patties now. That's all.
Yeah, nah, that's facts. But yeah, nah, it took me a while, just because I didn't know if you'd be able to hear me with the soundboard, just because I'm here. But if it rocks, it rocks. So we gonna
I heard a couple gunshots in the back.
all right, bet, say no more. I'm gonna try to get this right over here for y'all. And I'm sorry about that too.
Yo, you're lucky you're not here. This man's putting on a whole fit.
No, I'm about
Oh,
Oh.
you put on a fit?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Some background stuff. You know, all the interns are working in the background for us.
Team getting intimate today?
Right.
Like, I didn't know. Like,
yeah,
I got played.
Supposedly.
Getting intimate later, boss.
Ooh.
I'm not mad at you, King. I'm not mad at you. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, I'm just trying to live vicariously through any one of y'all because I'm stuck at the crib and I can't move. That's it.
Hey, and then last topic, bro, before we get out of here. I know we're at the hour mark. I don't know if you've seen, let me pull up this New York Post article. CDC announces updated COVID-19 mask guidelines. People who have all their COVID-19 shots can go outside without wearing a mask unless they're in a large gathering.
Yeah, I have seen that.
That's scary. Because now what you're gonna have, I'm not saying you don't have this now, but you're gonna have a bunch of hooligans coming out and saying, oh yeah, I got vaccinated, you know, X, Y, and Z, I got both doses, or I got the Moderna, whatever it is. And they didn't take not one of them bitches.
No, that's facts. And what I am hearing too, though, is certain places now, we already know this is Atlanta. So all the clubs, all the hookah bars and shit, they're not going to require it. But certain places are requiring you to have, you know what I'm saying, your little vaccination card with you. So that is a thing that more places are starting to, you know what I'm saying, implement, but it's not required. It's not a law. It's not a mandate. And I doubt they'll make it a mandate in Atlanta.
Also, bigger than that, like just because you got the COVID vaccine, you still can get COVID.
And
talk about that.
And on top of that, it's people that are, you know what I'm saying, having side effects still. These blood clots, they still happen. People out here, you know what I'm saying, twitching, getting their shit off. So I'm listening.
The blood clots, that was the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, if I'm not mistaken. There was a freeze on it, and then they slapped a label on it and said, "Oh, warning! You know, you could get blood clots, basically. Possibility of it." That's all they did in continuation of the vaccine.
And that don't make me feel no type of better at all. Me and my mom's shout out to you, Queen. Me and my mom was having this conversation the other day. We was going back and forth about it because she got hers. And I don't know which one she got, whether it was a Johnson & Johnson or the Pfizer. I hope it was, you know what I'm saying, the better one of the two. But my thing is, it's just like, yo, like, yeah, I'm sitting here with it. And I do know, like, you know what I'm saying, how that looks, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, nobody can really convince me otherwise until I start seeing some true positive results. And in my opinion, I'm just not believing the fact that I'm gonna get the truth. I don't believe that they're gonna tell me the truth about it.
And I also want to take the time out too, because I'll be remiss if we didn't talk about India. India is going through a lot right now. Definitely prayers out to, you know, any families or anybody affected in India.
And shout out to everybody that's participating in Ramadan, all the fasting and everything. I don't know what to say to y'all, but I'm saying it to y'all without saying it to y'all. If y'all listen, I know y'all listen, so you know, just shout out to y'all, kudos to y'all. But yeah, I think it's definitely, you know, still a slippery slope out here for these vaccines and everything like that. All I can continue to say is be safe out here, continue to wear your mask, continue to wash your hands. Don't end up like me, because I'm in here struggling. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all.
It wasn't like you was out there. You know what I'm saying? You was.
I wasn't even outside. I don't know how I got it. I don't know like what happened. Like I said, all I do is go to work, come, you know what I'm saying, chill with y'all for the pod, and I'm just at the crib. So I don't know, but either way, you know what I'm saying, y'all check on me. Ain't too much shit wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? I just be emotional in my.
Now you can say I've been checking on you every day. Can you give me?
Hours on that? I will say this, you to go, and everybody that listens, that knows who I'm talking about, listen, I don't rock with y'all, and my phone has been on Do Not Disturb and airplane mode since I tested positive, just because you've been checking on me, and I fuck with that shit heavy, Everybody else, they've been playing with me like, you got that shit, nigga. Like, and I'm not here for it. Like, don't hit my.
Because like it hasn't been funny because I could tell that you're a bit down about it. Because every time I call you, you'll be laying down. You're like, yo, I'm like, you good? Yeah.
And it's not even the fact that like I feel shitty. It's just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, the stigma.
You can't go anywhere.
Yeah, that, and it's just like the stigma around it, because people were dying, you know what I'm saying, at immense rates from this stuff. And you know what I'm saying, even if you don't have significant even if you don't have significant, you know what I'm saying, side effects from it, it's like it's still something that affects your health, your health and your immune system. And for me personally, I try to take care of my body as best as I can, because I know it's 1,000,001 ways that people are trying to take me off this earth already. And I'm not going to give it to them easy. I'm not going to let them, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let them just take me out easy. So I always try to take care of my body, where that is like drinking teas, drinking fruits, taking, you know what I'm saying, immunities, whatever the case is. So that's why I'm more down about it, because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, me personally, I try to do that. But we rocking that.
Well, yeah, hopefully we all gonna get a test, the whole team, you know, so we can be back in full effect next week. And everybody, yeah, shout out Jordan, man. Yeah, hope everything is well with you too, King.
Yes, sir.
Why you laughing? But yeah, we gonna be back in full effect hopefully by next week. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody tests negative and we're gonna be back on road like nothing happened.
No, we're gonna be straight. I'm not even worried about it too much, you know what I mean? Because I'm doing what I gotta do to get back right. So yeah.
Yeah. Did you have, or actually I do have a sleeper. I didn't know if you had a sleeper this week.
No. You already know what I would say if I did have a sleeper. You already know.
Listen, Georgia Smith will never play on the podcast.
You say that now, but watch, you're gonna fuck around one day and I'm gonna just insert the file and it's gonna be there. That's just what it's gonna be.
And I'm gonna report it. I'm gonna get her.
They're gonna take it down. They're gonna take it down. It's okay. Listen, I'm already knowing, but the fact that, you know what I'm saying, the ones that listen, the ones that know when we drop and be waiting for us to drop, they gonna hear it and they gonna know. They gonna know. So that's all I care about. It's cool.
Got you. My sleeper is my boy Gusto the Gr8. Make sure y'all check him out. Put it in the description. The song is called "Talk to Me Nice." I'm gonna either insert it at the beginning or at the end of the pod. I don't know, whichever one I feel like doing. But shout out to you, King. The music is dope. Keep grinding, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ski. I'm gonna check that out as well too. Appreciate the sleeper.
But yeah, man, we definitely want to shout out, the first timers, last timers, and in-betweeners, of course. Make sure y'all like, follow, share, subscribe. We are on
at @the_Brochillians.
Yes, at @the_Brochillians. Follow me at TRE_Matthews.
And me at JVST.TRE. I am actually following back now. And I will show hella love. So y'all definitely hit my
I just want to interrupt. What you mean you following back now?
Right.
Now.
Because he's single now. That's why.
Nah, it was before that. I was still not following back. Somebody talked to me. Somebody talked me off my high horse.
Trust me, I know your explore page is nasty now. I know it's nasty. We're not gonna even get into it.
We can't get into it. We can't listen. That's too much. Okay, that's too much. I'm not even gonna let y'all get that off. My shit is chill.
It's chill.
Y'all know my favorite season, sundress season. So it's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, man. I'm done. You got anything else to say, King?
Nah, man. Just stay safe out here. Move with purpose. You know what I'm saying? That's all there is to it.
Got you. Well, till next week. Brochillians out.